In New Zealand, and something very, very different. Catching up with firstly Nigel Fahey. Hello, Nigel.
G'day, Paul. Good to see you again.
Great to be here. Seen a few teasers on social media about the new yearling barns that have been built here at Breckon Farms, and I thought I'd take the opportunity to come out and have a look at it. Firstly, wow.
Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. Like every time you sort of drive past and have a good look at it, it seems to grow every time. And now that the roof and that on and the sides are starting to go on the actual stables, it's really coming together nicely, and you can sort of envisage what it's going to look like in 6 months' time.
Yeah, can't wait for yearling sales next year. Actually, I'll give NZB guys a plug. Actually, August 2nd, I think they close the nominations for the yearling sales. 5 o'clock on the Friday, the August the 2nd. So make sure you get those. You're going to be pretty excited. You're going to have mares falling down first, so you're going to be pretty excited to be in there, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Mares will start foaling end of August. We've got 2 or 3 due by the end of August, so they might hold on a little bit longer given the time of year. But I think we've got about 50 to 52 to foal this year, so hopefully enough in a couple of years to fill these lovely big boxes that we're getting built at the moment.
Yeah, and it's a big multi-purpose sort of. Well, it's not a multi-purpose. It's going to be for the horses, but there's going to be more activities, I suppose, you can do around the complex. For starters, each barn 24 boxes.
Yeah, 24 boxes per barn. There'll be a smoko room in one and a couple of tack rooms and wash bays and whatnot. And between the two barns, we'll have a parade area, which will sort of come out from the centre of each barn, and then walk down towards the function area, which is the black building on the end there. So that's where we'll have a few celebrations and whatnot, and maybe hire it out for a couple of weddings and all that sort of jazz in the future. But for the time being, it's just to focus on the yearlings and young horses and sort of give them a good start, really.
State-of-the-art, purpose-built complex, and that's the whole crux of it. Like you said, there's going to be a parade area in the middle to help you sell your horses at the yearling sales. The investment Breckon Farms are having in standardbreds is astronomical, and they're doing it right from here so that they can attract new buyers, potential new people. Thoroughbred guys will come, want to have a look, one at the property, no doubt, and then potentially have a look at horses. Does it blow your mind away?
Oh yeah, it does take you. It takes a bit to get your head around, to be fair. It has sort of been coming for a while. Like it has been in the pipelines for quite a few years, but we're all sort of ready to rock, and then COVID hit and sort of just slowed things up a bit. And obviously with the price of everything going through the roof in terms of materials, we just put it on the back burner for a couple of years, and we sort of got to the point where we've sort of outgrown our old stable complex. Originally we only had enough room for 28, and then we added on a couple more boxes here and there, and got some basically rental boxes for the last couple of years. So we're up to 36 now, which is capacity. But like Ken and Karen, their investment in the game is they want to keep building and keep backing New Zealand racing, and especially with the new initiatives involved. So we want to be filling the barns, but it won't be filled this year or probably the next. But hopefully there on in it'll we'll have full barns and whatnot, and get going from there.
They're hopefully future-proofing themselves. They're back in harness racing.
100%. Yep. Ken and Karen, they're always they're definitely glass half full sort of people, and they're backed it right to the hilt. So yeah.
The function centre at the back. There's a view in that, and I've got it on the shot. It's unbelievable. I've been here a few times, and I'm blown away by the place. And I don't know if I've ever been up actually on this hill to have a look. But a lot of people, once they go in that function room, they're just going to go, wow, it's amazing what a bit of building and a bit of structure does to you actually are to see. Has it blown you away when you saw that all framed up and you're like, wow, where'd that come from?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And every time you go in it, like you pick up something new or something you didn't see the previous time. But yeah, it's something really to behold, and like the outlook, especially sort of early in the morning or late at night when the sun's going down behind Mount Porongi over there and behind the bush. It is really amazing, and like I can imagine when people were in there, they'll like more often than not you'll catch them just staring out into the distance at it is amazing scenery, and it's lovely, nice rolling Waikato country, which obviously breeds a fair few good racehorses.
You already said a couple of girls have booked in. They have their weddings here. One of them works for you. I hope her partner knows that that's on the go. He might watch this right now. He might be thinking, but that's the other side of it. Then we bring our industry. Like, I mean, harness racing people preach to harness racing people. All of a sudden you're going to have weddings here, you're going to have one person, I've got no doubt, you have one person say, what do they do here, and get involved in it as well. Like that's, I think, this is some of the forward thinking we need to have to be able to sell our industry to different people.
Oh, definitely. There's something that has been talked about with Ken and Karen and I, and also basically the directors of Hydroflow, which is Ken and Karen's main business. It is about like bringing new people into the game, and like if we hire it out for a conference or a team building day or something like that, you just don't know what avenues you'll open up, and that is part of what we're trying to achieve, and obviously build the base for more people in the harness racing and racing industry in general.
The investment that Breckons are doing in the breeding barn as well is through the roof. Back in the trotters, a lot of people are saying, the trotters, there's no money in the trotters, there's no money in the trotters. Ken and Karen, they've embraced the trotters. What they do for quartet, first time it's ever been done this year was a Group 3 race, I think it was, at the time. But those sorts of things, they dead set love the game, and they're trying to really raise the bar, aren't they?
Yeah, the first 4 home in the IRT Young Gun Series up at Auckland. Fortunately, I was able to have a share in the winner, which was even better. But they're all by Father Patrick. Horses that we had identified as nice, good crosses for our mares, and I mean it does make it a lot easier when I think 3 of the first 4 home were group winning mares. So the potential is definitely in the families, but also fortunate that we do have a good breed of trotter here. Ken and I are sort of just starting to go through who we're going to breed the mares to this year, and it's definitely a bit of a head scratcher this year with just the amount of trotters that are on offer, whether it be frozen or chilled, and we're investing heavily in the trotters, but we're sort of also obviously not forgetting our paces. We've probably got, I had a guess, probably 20 trotting mares and 30 pacing mares at the moment, 35 pacing mares, so we're pretty happy with the amount of trotters we've got, but we definitely want to build up the paces to sort of keep filling these barns down below us. Some
of the best bred mares in Australasia, quite happily say that. Some people might jack up, but when you breed horses like his name just left me, Twist and Twirl, King of Swing. His name left me, and the progeny that he's leaving, but the mares that they've got, but continually innovative, continually evolving what they actually do as well. I mean, that's the part that I do enjoy about both Ken and Karen. They're realistic about their breeds. They don't seem to fall in love with them, but they also want to grow the industry. Yeah, Ken actually can get quite attached to a mare, but Karen and I, we're the voice of reason sometimes. But, to be fair, I put my hand up. I've been wrong once or twice, and Ken will be quick to pull me up on that. But, we're definitely trying to keep building our broodmare band and sort of getting different bloodlines in as well, rather than just, I think nearly half of our pacing mares are betters to light mares, so we sort of really need to diversify a bit from that sense. But with the young stallions coming through, like the likes of Mickey and Seaside and Sweet Lou and that, we've got a Sweet Lou mare we're breeding from this year, which is a first, so even just it's quite interesting trying to figure out who we should be breeding her to. But we're all just trying to change it up a bit as well. And we do have a lovely King of Swing colt on the farm, out of a full sister to Party On, Lydia's Delight, and he is a nice big strong colt, and he's got a bit of presence about him too, so we're really looking forward to selling him at next year's yearling sales. And there's also a couple of mares back in fold with King of Swing, and obviously being a homebred off the farm here, it's something that we're sort of keen to support, whether it be a couple of mares each year or more moving forward, who knows. But a lot of people have ideas on how to change industry and how to, I suppose, evolve it, if you like. If you went to the yearling sales and first time you went there and you rocked up the day before parade day, you might think, Breckon Farms is just a party marquee, but it's actually strategic what Ken and Karen do. They want people coming back and being able to enjoy the hospitality. I know how it works now, but I think a lot of people aren't sure how it works. But opening their doors to their marquee, having a bit of fun the night before the sale and getting people involved and enjoying it, you can't undersell what they do, because we make this industry sometimes a bit sterile and a little bit boring, if you like. Whereas what Breckon Farms, and I will say Alabar, Woodlands as well, at the yearling sales, they embrace it. They really change it up for a really cool atmosphere. We need it, don't we? The industry needs it.
I think so. We sort of have to give a bit of a point of difference from, rather than just going along to a yearling sale and selling horses and going home. our workers, they work bloody hard all year, and especially our yearling staff. And so they enjoy going to the sales, and like there's a bit of a thrill, and then they get well looked after at the sales, and Ken and Karen treat them like every other person that's there, like they're all well respected and all that sort of jazz. And but also, like we want to make it a bit of an experience for potential buyers, and or just people that even bid on our horses. They're more than welcome to come along to the tent and have a couple of drinks and a chat, and actually just get to know people and like learn different things. Like 2 years ago, we bought a few people from the Auckland Trotting Club bought the Meant to Be, which is a 2-year-old trotting colt, and a lot of the people were from out of the apartments at Alexandra Park, and they'd never ever been to a sale before, never ever bought a horse, and they just like love the experience of coming in and like celebrating buying a horse and then talking about it and like what potentially it could build into. And fortunately they've got a really nice colt and Meant to Be, and so yeah, we just it's all part of it, and like we've run into them numerous times at the races again, and like they just can't help but thank us for one, getting us involved, but also and we get a kick out of it also by the just like see the enjoyment and excitement on their faces for first time owners and all that sort of jazz. And I think I wouldn't mind betting that they'll probably be in one, if not already this year, then next year again. So
and that's half the thing. It's a whole process. Winning at Alexandra Park, purchasing the horse, meeting people that are there to do the same thing and enjoying the hospitality. And if we can get them out 3 or 4 times a year to a harness event, that's what we need to grow the industry. I think Shane Sanderson's going to be back. He thoroughly enjoyed himself, but I think he'll be bringing the boys back. And I will say Ken might need a bigger cool room if all those boys do come. But I think like Shane said the same thing. He said he was just blown away by the hospitality. I think the horse he bought was about like 5 or 6, and he had to kill some time, so he just sat back in the marquee. He didn't feel unwelcome. He just knew where he could be, and that's what we want, people to be happy and know where they're allowed, want to come and enjoy this great sport that we all love.
Yeah, definitely. Shane thoroughly enjoyed himself. I remember having a chat to him a couple of times on the Saturday night, and also once again on the Sunday. He's looking a bit tired on the Sunday, but I understand he'd had a pretty big day on the Saturday. But and full credit to him, he come and bought one of our nicer colts. I think it was the double twist colt.
Yep.
We wish him all the best with that, and like he was a lovely horse. He's Phil, one of our older workers on the farm here. He's been around the tracks for a fair while, and he was his pick of the sales. So Phil's not often wrong, but he was a lovely colt, and would welcome Shane and all his mates back again next year with open arms.
So there you go with that one. We'll go from there. Nige, thank you. I love what Breckon Farm do. We need to, as I say, embrace it. The future starts now. There's been big announcements over the last starting last Friday. They're going to be this Friday here at Auckland as well. There could be some more announcements coming out, I believe, on the Friday as well. We need to embrace the industry. If you're a harness participant in Australia and you are watching this, give you guys at Breckon a call if you're coming to New Zealand, and come and have a look at the farm. You don't have to worry about whether you buy or don't buy a horse. Just come in and have a look at it, and you'll understand why Breckon Farm are breeding so many winners. It's not just you got well-bred mares. The property is outstanding, and the way it's all looked after. And I think this is so good for the industry. And I'm not saying that Ken's not one of my sponsors or anything along those lines. We need to change this industry. I keep banging on till the cows come home. Interesting, Ken. Your cows are over the back. I can see them from here too. I didn't mean that one, Ken, but that's okay. But we have to change the industry, and things like this are. And I can see this hospitality area, aside from where the yearlings are, being a world stage. The galloping bloke's going to love it. So I think that stands the test of time, mate. So thanks for having me, and I look forward to coming next time when it is finished, hopefully full of horses.
Yeah, no, it'll be finished by end date's end of October, so we start yearling prep sometime in November. So we'll be first horse will be putting their hooves in the doors pretty soon after that. But anyone from Aussie or New Zealand or wherever, if you're up this way, definitely give us a shout, and more than happy to show people around. And if there's any ways that we can continue to promote the business, and let's show you around our weanlings and how we do things, and just points of difference. I don't know, like you might take something back. Or we might learn something off you guys as well. So if anyone's here or in the area and wants to come and have a look, then by all means, phone numbers on the website, and just give us a shout, and someone will show you around. If I'm not around, there'll be always someone to show you around and take their time.
Nige, thanks, mate.
No worries. Appreciate it.
Good luck Saturday night.
Thank you very much.